All right. I'm loving the numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, today it is a blessed day. Today is a day that is given to us by the Almighty Creator to say, hey, you have another opportunity to transform your life. You have another opportunity to truly transform everything that you're doing. So if you're grateful for today, folks, I want somebody to go to the chat box and type grateful. Type, I am grateful. I am grateful. When you go to the chat box and type, I am grateful. I am grateful. I want to see 30 people type, I am grateful before we kickstart this training, because believe me, we have a lot to be grateful for. All right. We are grateful indeed. We are grateful people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. You see, at the end of this training, you may see me looking down sometimes. I'm actually looking in the chat box, all right? I'm looking in the chat box. So I'll be interacting with you guys whilst we're going through this thing. And I promise you, at the end of this training, you should have a clear picture for your business and exactly how you can take your business to where you want it to go. You see, we talked about, just about 2 Sundays ago, how to get to silver. And I gave an exact design as to how you can get yourself to the silver rank or above. And last week, we talked about how you can truly use systems to build and grow a massive business. If you didn't see those trainings, folks, you want to go to our YouTube channel. Just quickly type my name in, Keron Matthias on YouTube, and you'll be able to see those trainings. And if you get value, you can subscribe to it. So as we upload trainings, you'll be able to, learn from and scale your business with these amazing nuggets. These nuggets didn't come from me, folks. They came from, multi 8-figure earners who would have done these things and, learned, developed themselves, teach it. I would have learned it, go ahead and did it, developed myself, and I'm now teaching to you guys exactly what works because it worked for me, right? Now, understand this. We are in an industry that is transforming lives on a global scale. Do you guys agree? If you agree, just type I agree. We are in an industry that is transforming lives on a global scale. Our industry, ladies and gentlemen, is single-handedly saving a lot of people's income during this whole pandemic. And it's amazing how, this industry is truly helping so many people to, be their best, live their best lives, be their best selves. And right now, we're in the position to take over the entire Caribbean, this here company that we have called Vida Divina. Folks, if you truly understand the magnitude of the business that you're in, then I promise you, not another person will pass by and you don't let them know using the 3 feet rule. And we're going to talk about the 3 feet rule and another training. All right. I know a lot of people have been sensitized to the 3 feet rule. All right. Now it simply states that anybody come within 3 feet of you should know about your business. You should make them aware about what you're doing. Now, we talk about the 1 question 2 video, which is simple to do that. But here's the deal. If you understand the magnitude of the business that you're doing right now, if you understand you can truly touch lives all over the globe with what you're doing right now, if you understand when you took your credit card or your debit card out and swipe to make that initial startup payment, when you purchase those teas, that you could truly transform a man's life by simply putting the tea into his hand, or a woman's life by simply putting the tea into her hands. If you understand what you did when you did that, folks, and I promise you, everything that I'm going to say right now, everything It's just going to help you to validate the decision that you made, and not only help you to validate the decision, but it will help you to scale your business on a massive level using what we talked about the last 2 weeks and then incorporating this. All right. Now, the first thing you want to do is plan. We're going to talk about plan, do, review. Plan, do, review. And I know my good friend, Mr. Christopher Thomas, is very familiar with this topic. As a matter of fact, he could even come on and train it himself. Plan, do, review. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. If you want to scale your business, you want to take notes. It is important that you take notes. So what I'm going to give you guys to do right now, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to grab your notepad and your pen and just open your video. I'm looking in right now. Just open your video and show me your notepad and your pen, because I want training. I promise you, this is too important of a training for you guys not to take notes. Plan, do, review. Plan. Awesome, Nasalia. I see Nasalia with her notes. Beautiful lady, Nasalia. Awesome, awesome. I see Lady Georgia. Awesome, Lady Georgia. Lady Tracy Ann. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. People are taking notes. Bless up, Lady Tammy, Mr. Pugh. See, you have your pencil going on right. I can't pronounce his name. Pamelita. Beautiful, beautiful guys. Beautiful. I see you guys have your notepads. Awesome, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Now, plan, do, review. You see, it is very important that you guys have a plan. It is very important that you do the plan, which is action. And it is very important also that you review the action that you took and the results that you got you to do the same thing over again. You see, I've learned over my career in network marketing that success is very boring. All right. That's the first thing that you guys want to write down. To be successful, the things that you're going to have to do to get it are very boring. They said the road to success is lonely. Believe me, you will find that a lot of the people that you start out with won't end with you, ladies and gentlemen. That is very important to know. A lot of the people that you start with, they won't finish with you. So understand these things before we go into this principle. Plan, do, review. Now, plan. You see, when we talked about the vision 2 Sundays ago, the vision is very important, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about goals. You see, goals, setting your goals is really something that is created around a mega plan. All right? And when you actually plan, ladies and gentlemen, you plan for success. My mentor will always say, success is something you plan for. It doesn't happen by accident. And if anybody on here think you're going to accidentally hit sapphire, or they're going to accidentally hit gold, or they're going to accidentally hit diamond, you need to slap yourself and wake up, because you're truly dreaming. You have to plan it. Planning is very, very important. Now, right now, I'm in a beautiful resort, right? And I've been around this entire property, from every steps that you go down, or the elevator, the restaurant, the way it's positioned. You know, when you go out and you see even the trees that are planted along the front of the resort, every single thing, the driveway, everything. When I look at this, ladies and gentlemen, there's absolutely no way that these people could have got up one morning with their money and get some men and say, come, let's build a resort. Let's start building this resort from scratch up. Absolutely no way. You see, the first thing they had to do, the very first thing, they had to acquire the land. They had to acquire the land. But before the land was even acquired, somebody had this vision in their mind. Somebody had this grand vision in their mind. And in order to take the vision from out of their mind, it's called what? A plan. They have to have a clear plan. They write the vision down, and they had to have a clear plan to take it from here to put it down where? On paper. So they put the plan on paper as to exactly what they want to do. And I'm sure the person who had the plan to get this whole thing together, chances are that person was not an architect. That person did not know anything about architecture. And not only that, that person did not know anything about construction. That person did not know anything about anything, apart from they had a dream of this grand resort. They put it down on paper as we talk about writing the vision and making it plain. And then from this, they realize what it's going to take to make this thing happen. They realize exactly what it's going to take to make this thing happen. They had a clear plan. Let me ask you guys this question. Do you have a clear plan for your business? Do you have a clear plan that if I come to your house right now and I say to you, what is your plan, your clear plan? Because first thing I'm going to ask you, what is your objective? My objective is to hit gold, it's to hit silver, it's to hit diamond, it's to hit wherever. I'm going to say, okay, what is your plan? What is your clear plan to hit diamond? That's what I'm going to ask you. Now I'm asking you this question. I want you to answer it to your own self, to thine own self be true. Do you have a clear plan? You don't have to type anything in the chat box. Answer yourself. It's between you and you right now. Do you have a clear plan to do what you want to do? Because remember I told you, the guy who, or the lady who decided that they wanted this grand hotel, they did not know architecture. They did not know anything about anything else other than the other vision, and they put it down on paper to make it clear so they can have a plan towards making it happen. Do you have a clear plan? And I'm going to show you how your business is going to come together, folks. I promise you at the end of this, you'll see it. Do you have a clear plan? Planning is very, very, very important. It is imperative to your business success. Do you have a clear plan? Right? Now, when you have that plan, when you have that clear plan set out as to exactly what you know you need to get, what you need to do, how you need to get it happening, then guess what you're going to do? You're going to do it. You see, between the planning part and the doing part, ladies and gentlemen, that's what makes dream a reality. When you actually get up and do it. Because when you plan it, you're going to get up and you're going to do it. Now, a lot of times people do this. And this is where the disconnect is. And that's why so many people struggle in this business. I promise you, I told you guys, I'm going to give you what helped me. Right? And I used to struggle a lot. Because I got up in the morning and I did not have a plan, but I got up and I just went and I was just taking action all over the place. I did not know where I was going. I did not know what I was going to do, but I was just taking action wildly. And you know what that lead to? Frustration. I promise you that you will be burnt out and frustrated if you get up taking action without a plan. Because if you don't have a clear plan, ladies and gentlemen, you do not know exactly what you need to do or where you need to go. When you have a plan that you can track, when you take your actions, ladies and gentlemen, your actions will be more fruitful. I promise you. And I gave you guys exactly how you need to plan your stuff. I give you everything that you needed to have in the last 2 trainings. If you did not see them, go to the YouTube channel, type in my name. You see the links, the videos come up. You can watch the videos over and over again. I gave a clear plan as to how you can make this thing happen. All right. If you choose to make that your plan, I promise you, that's what caused my success in this business. Right. I'm not saying I know it all. I'm not saying I'm the greatest thing that ever lived in network marketing. But what I'm saying is that these things have worked for me thus far. And I promise you that they'll work for you if you do just the same things. So do not do, let me just quickly type what you should look for. You can type how to hit silver in Vida Divina. That will show you, right? That will show you exactly. Let me type my name here so that you guys don't have the incorrect spelling when you go onto the YouTube channel. All right. There you go. I just dropped it in the chat box. But you guys need to have a clear plan before you act. You should not act before you have a clear plan. That is the #1 cause for frustration and being burnt out. Anybody on here feel burnt out? You feel like you're doing this thing. You've been listening to the calls. You've been, on everything. You've been trying everything. And yet still you're completely burnt out. You're completely burnt out. And you don't know why? If it is that you do not have a clear plan, then right away you just answer your own question. All right? You have to have a clear plan. And then when you have a clear plan, you go ahead and you do it. Now, faith, ladies and gentlemen, is very important in all of these things. It's a very, very important thing in the scheme of things. Faith. You have to have faith, because faith without works without faith is dead. And the same thing, faith without works is also dead. Faith without works is dead, and works without faith is also dead. So faith is important. So when you have your plan, when you're going out there to do your plan, to take action, it is important that you have faith that everything will come together. All right? Now, the next thing, review. The review. You see, when you plan what you're about to do, and when you're doing it on a day-to-day basis, you have to review all of this on a weekly basis to see what gets you the most results. Now, if you do not have a clear plan, and if you're not taking action with a clear plan, what are you going to review? That's a cool question, right? What are you going to review? What are you going to review? So if you do not have a plan, if you're not doing it, and you have nothing to review, then automatically, if you're in the business for 6 months, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, I don't see what I'm getting out of this business. I don't see where this business is taking me. I don't see how I can really achieve what these guys say I can achieve out of this business. But then when you look back, there's nothing to track. A lot of people who decided that they're going to up and leave the industry of network marketing after building a business for, after being in a business, not building a business, because a lot of people are just there to make up numbers. After being in a business for some time, and you can ask them, why did you leave? Oh, it didn't work for me. Oh, really? Did it not work for you, or did you not work for it? Because I don't know of anything getting up and working for people. I know it's the other way around. Right? You work for it until it works for you. That's simply how it works. You get up every day and you show up every day until it works for you. But how are you going to show up if you don't have a clear plan? If you're not doing your plan? And if you're not reviewing your plan to see exactly where successful, where you're getting the most success, so you can focus on all of these things to make it happen on a day-to-day basis. All right? It is important that we do this. But here's another thing. Here's another thing. And this is what helped to cripple a lot of people. A thing called fear. F-E-A-R. I was speaking to one of our business partners, and she said to me, boy, you know, I could be doing a lot more in this business, but some of these people, I don't want to talk to them because some of them look like they'll embarrass you and things of that nature. I'm like, okay. How are you going to know? Be embarrassed. That's what I did. I got embarrassed so many times trying to ask people the one question to share the 2 videos. And people literally boisterously run me away. Boisterously move me out of their way. Aggressively. They didn't want to hear anything from me. Right? But I kept going anyway. I kept going anyway. Because the only way to overcome fear is to keep doing it every single day over and over again. You see, just like about 2 hours ago, I was in one of them huge waterland machine. There are a couple of them at this resort that I'm at, all right, for the adults. And they're huge. You go into this tunnel and it keeps sliding around and around and it puts you up and down and all of these kind of things. And then it splashes straight into the water. But when you're going through the tunnel, it carries you in some places and it's so dark, you can't even see anything. If you open your eyes trying to see your hand, you can't see your hands. It's just carrying you round and round and round all over the place. The first time I went in it, I went down and splashed into the water, I was afraid. I was crippled with fear. But you know what? I decided that I'm not going to leave this park feeling like this about these slides. I went up again and I did it a second time. And believe me, the fear got worse. It got worse. I went up the third time and I did it and the fear was coming down a bit. The fourth time I did it, it came right down. Fifth time I did it, it just gone. And I did it again and I did it again and again and again and again and again, and it was liberating. It was liberating. But after the first time I tried, I just walked away from the park, I would have had an outlook at the park. That is not true. that was developed inside of me personally and put on that thing, which was not true. So a lot of the time we create realities in our mind because it's a reality. It is a reality. If you create it, whatever you design is your reality, right? I can design a different reality in my mind from you, but whatever you create in your mind, it is real to you. All right? So if you decide to be fearful and say, I'm not going to be talking to all of these people because, you know, some of these people, they look a certain way, or they act a certain way, or whatever it is. You have to tell yourself that, hey, listen, I cannot let this be my reality anymore. I cannot let this be my reality anymore. Because fear, ladies and gentlemen, is false evidence appearing real. And if it's real to you, then it is real. But it's false evidence. We know what false evidence does in a court of law, right? It sends innocent people to prison. False evidence sends innocent people to prison. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a revelation. False evidence sends innocent people to prison. A lot of people are imprisoned by their finances. A lot of people are imprisoned by their jobs. A lot of people are, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of people love their jobs, but a lot of people are imprisoned in a hand-to-mouth situation because of false evidence appearing real. Woo! Talk about the mastermind revelation. False evidence. Are you a victim of false evidence appearing real? If you are, type I am. If you're not, type I'm not. Go to the chat box, folks. I'm in the chat box. If you are a prisoner of false evidence appearing real, go to the chat box. If you're a prisoner, if you're not a prisoner, type I'm not. I'm not a prisoner. False evidence appearing real sends people to prison. And that's why a lot of people are living unfulfilled lives. A lot of people are living unfulfilled lives because they see the false evidence in front of their faces appearing real to them. But the moment you decide to get up and keep going, because that first time I went down that slide, that fear that was over me, that was not real. It was false evidence. I decided that I was not going to allow myself to leave with that. No, I had to go again and again and again and again until the reality, which is the truth of the situation, became my reality as well. It became my reality as well. It became fun after I overcome all of these fears. Guys, you understand exactly what I'm saying to you? In order to really create that plan, do it effectively and review it, you have to overcome your fears. False evidence appearing real. Now here's the flip to that. When you overcome your fears, guess what you're doing? Facing everything and rise. You're now facing everything and you're rising, because the moment you decide to face it head on, believe me, that giant of a man, that giant of a thing becomes so minuscule. You have it underneath your feet. You couldn't believe that that's what you were looking at and being afraid of. After facing everything on a day-to-day basis and rising above that situation, rising above that feeling, because a lot of the time the feeling, ladies and gentlemen, coming from you, right? I went out on the balcony earlier and I stood there leaning up on this glass thing and I was looking over and I was enjoying the view, and something came into my mind like, what if this glass thing should break and you fall off? And then this crippling fear came over me and I was about to step away to come back in the room and I'm like, no, oh, heck no. There's no way you're going to leave with that. And I went back out there and I stood there looking out again. Because there's one thing that is promised to us, folks. One thing. You see, this thing called life, there's no way you're going to get out of it alive. There is no way that you're going to get out of this thing called life alive. Absolutely no way. So we can do one of two things. We can live our life so that those who come after us will have it easier, or we can allow ourselves to be engulfed in fear of doing what we need to do, what is needed to be done, right? And have our generation after us live an unfulfilled. As a matter of fact, have our generation after us not coming to get the opportunity to live their full potential from the get-go. So planning, doing, and reviewing, it takes guts, because not everybody out there is willing to put themselves out there to talk to people on a day-to-day basis, to make sure that they have the plans and they're working their plans on a day-to-day basis. But this is important, because if you don't have this, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not overcome fear, your business will not be able to stand on a firm footing to reach the level or to, exalt the potential that you want it to, or exceed the potential that you want it to exceed. It is important that we know this. All right? I have another one for you. Focus. Focus. Follow one course until successful. Follow one course until successful. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this second half of the training that I'm about to give you, I want you to ensure that you have all your pens, your papers, whatever it is, and you don't skip a beat. I want you to ensure that you have, because I couldn't give you the second half without giving you the first part. Focus. Follow one course until successful. All right? Follow one course until successful. And I'm also going to give you guys the key ingredient. I'm going to give you guys the key ingredient to ensuring that you have the type of sales that you want to have. Because who wants to sell more products? Who wants to sell more products? Who wants to reach more people? Who wants to grow their business to become one of the largest businesses in Vida Divina? Who wants this? Who wants this? Awesome, awesome. Folks, give me a quick second. I'm going to get my black book, because what I'm about to give you, I promise you, the first half, you have to know everything and practice everything in the first half in order to get the second half. I'm going to get my black book and I'm going to give you guys a secret sauce to my success in this awesome, amazing business called Vida Divina. So give me a All right, so this is the Black Book of Power. Now, I have this Black Book, folks. So every time I experience something, I talk about plan, do, review. This is what I do. I write down all of my experiences on a day-to-day basis in my Black Book, right? And this book will tell the story of how I went from zero complete zero. And everything I did, every action I took, including dates, times, how I was feeling, everything in this black book. And I'm going to open it and I'm going to give it to you exactly what I did to make sure that I was making a great deal of life-changing income in Vida Divina. I didn't know what was going to come of it when I started out. I want you guys to understand that, and that's why faith is important. I did not know what was going to become of this thing. However, I just kept going through. So let's talk about focus. Follow one course until successful. You see, in 2017, the 1st of May, I joined this amazing company in 2017. When I joined this company for 2 years, from 2017 until the 16th of July, 2019, when I rejoined, I was retailing by myself. I wasn't looking to build a business here or anything. I was just looking to retail some products. That was my main goal, right? So this is what happened from me retailing my products. I managed to change and transform my life, my financial life. It started to transform just by retailing these products. From retailing these products, I started seeing more money than I'd ever seen in a good time. But then something serious happened. And I'm going to show you what focus can do and faith. The whole entire structure lift from underneath me when I wasn't able to order anymore. I went to the website and I was not able to order. And because I was not able to order, I had so many customers reaching out and trying to get to me. And guess what? I couldn't face my customers because I couldn't order the products. And when I reached out to all of the senior corporate people, they told me no. I know a lot of you guys would know the story, but I'm going to show you something. They told me no, they don't do business with Jamaica. But guess what? As a matter of fact, the funny thing, in order to solve a lot of my customers' problems, I had to join another company to get some products so that they could get the products. And when they got the products, people who tried the product, the Vida products already, and tried these products, they were like, there's no way. There is no way that I'm going to spend my money, Keron, on that product again. People actually said that to me. There's no way that they're going to do it. We have to understand these things. So what now happened? What now happened is I had to jump in the Vida train and be focused on my journey in Vida Divina, even though I wasn't able to reach the corporate people to open up the line for me to order. They told me no. Right? But focus and faith. I was focused on one thing, getting Vida Divina to the Caribbean. That's what I was focused on. Getting Vida Divina to the Caribbean. And because I was focused and I had faith and I had a plan and I was doing my plan every single day and I was reviewing it as to how I'm going to get these people to get me here, I ended up reaching to the right person. Because that's all you need, you know. If you get 2 right people, I'm not saying you don't just sign up 2 people. Because sometimes you have to go to 1,000 people in order to get 2 right people. I got the 1 right person. I reached out and I found the 1 right person that I needed to reach out to. We know the history, but here's the deal. You see, behind all of that, ladies and gentlemen, were months upon months of drought. Behind all of that were months upon months of people, losing respect for me because I couldn't get them the products. There were months upon months of people losing faith in me. There was a long time of people calling me and cursing me out, literally cursing me out. Because they were getting a result and they loved the result that they were getting. And all of a sudden it's gone. There were months upon months of me starting to look now like a con man, pretty much. Because I'm telling these people, just have faith is coming, and they weren't seeing anything coming. But I was focused. My mindset was there. This has to happen for me. I was locked in, focused on the end game because it had to happen. It had to happen. And I had faith. I had faith. I didn't give up. I focused and I worked it. Now, a lot of the times people may ask, Keron, yes, I'm focused. Keron, yes, I've been doing this business for some time now. But are you really? Are you really working a plan? Because the only time things goes back way for me or things goes down for me is because I'm not working up a clear plan. It will go down if I'm not working a clear plan. But the moment I have a plan, I'm focused on my plan and I'm doing it, it has to happen, folks. A lot of the time people end up quitting. People end up quitting because they don't have a clear plan. Oh, and I'm not talking about the people who say, oh, I'm done with the Vida, and I'm gone. No, not those people. I'm talking about the people who have a back office. They're purchasing every single month still, but they're not in the business. These people have quit. How many people you talked to for the last 24 hours about this business? You have quit. How many people you talked to the last week? Two, three? You're not in the business. You're not in business. You quit. A lot of people think, oh, those people who get up and gone and let their account go down, and those are the only quitters. No, you can be in and still quit. You can be in and still quit. Are you a quitter or are you a builder? You guys ask yourself that question. Have you quit the business or are you still building a business? Ask yourself that question. Put pen to paper, ask yourself the question and answer yourself. To thine own self be true. You don't have to type anything in the chat box. Right? To thine own self be true. Are you still here with us or have you quit? A lot of people didn't expect this, right? I'm giving it to you. I told you I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it all to you. The next thing, when you're focused, guys, and you're doing this thing every day, know this, that it won't happen right away. And that's why I shared that story with you. It didn't happen for me right away. It took months, upon months, upon months, upon a lot of months. As a matter of fact, I see people walk away for the least I think, oh, I broke my nail. And it's because of that damn leader who didn't call me last night. I'm done. Oh, I didn't get the sale because that darn person didn't tell me this or they didn't tell me that. I'm done with this business. Okay. But know this, any business that you're in, it's going to take focus. It's going to take resilience. It's going to take you having a clear plan. It's going to take you doing that clear plan. It's going to take you reviewing what you did to ensure that whatever it is that you did is effective, and what is not effective, you can take it out and you can focus on doing the things that are effective. Guys, does this make any sense? Can you see how you can use these principles to incorporate in your business to ensure that you're building and growing a massive business? Right? If you can, type I see it. Just go to the chat box and type I see it. I see it. You see, because when I'm on these trainings, I want you guys to get as much value as possible that you can incorporate in your business and grow a massive network. I'm giving it to you. Now let's talk sales. Let's talk sales. All right? Let's talk sales. There is a saying in business that you need to keep the main thing the main thing. You need to keep the main thing the main thing. And this is what I do. I do niches. I don't do products. I do niches. What is my niche? What is your niche? What niche can you attach yourself to? What niche market can you attach yourself to? And you can use these products to fill that gap. That's a question I always ask myself when I'm going out there to sell. And these are the things that determines if you're going to be successful at what you're doing versus if you're going to be a failure at what you're doing. We talked about focus, right? Now let's talk about focus within the focus. What niche are you focused on? What niche are you focused on? You see, there are so many products across our product line. So many products. Like we have the Tonkat Ali coffee, or we have the whole coffee line. We have the supplement line, the whole supplement line. We have the tea line. We have the skincare, you name it. You see, a lot of people come in and they're trying to sell bits and pieces from all of the lines. So when you look on their status, they're promoting, or you want to get great pregnancy, you want to get pregnant, or you want to lose weight, or you want to use a skincare, or you want to use an eye care, or you want to use this, you want to use that, this, and that. There's absolutely no way that you can brand yourself within a niche doing that. You have to keep the main thing the main thing. If you want to focus on skincare, you want to brand yourself being the skincare person. If you want to focus on weight loss, you want to brand yourself being the weight loss person. If you're going to focus on the supplements, right? You have to focus. So when people think about this thing, they think about you. Are you the shake person, or this is the shake of the shake guy? Focus on your niche. And when you focus on your niche, guess what you'll do? You will learn about the product that will fit that niche. If, for example, my niche is pregnancy. If my niche is pregnancy, I'm going to look at all of the products that helps where that is concerned. And I'm going to learn about these products. And I'm going to focus on my niche. I'm going to put myself out there as this guy. And I'm going to learn as much things as I can about this whole thing. Things that can cause people not to become pregnant, both male and female. Things that can help. Lifestyle that can cause people not to become pregnant. Diseases. I'm going to learn all of these things. And I'm going to be adding value as it relates to these things on a day-to-day basis on my social media platform. I'm not just going to be throwing products out there. No, I'm going to find an article that says something about, how you can avoid infertility by not smoking. And I'm going to post that out there. Or you can improve your sex life by changing your diet. And I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to put all of these things out there. So guess what? People will brand me as who? The fertility man. I have my niche. And all the products that cater for my niche, when somebody reach out to me, I'm going to put them out there. If you're the weight loss guy or the weight loss girl, you're going to put everything that you can, add value. Oh, this article just came out about, 5 more effective ways that you can keep off the weight just by not doing this, that, and that. That's way more valuable than you just putting your products out there and pasting your products on your status. You want people to see you as the expert. Brand yourself as that person that's catering for that niche. What is your niche market? You have to have it. It's important. If you do not have a niche market, you're going to be all over the place. There's no focus. There is no focus. And if there's no focus, then guess what? Just like how you're slapping it all over the place, here, there, and everywhere, that's how people are going to see you. Focus. Follow one course until successful. It is important, guys. Very, very important to your business. All right? Build a niche within a niche. All right? You see, I wouldn't recommend 2 niches because you have to keep the main thing the main thing. You have to keep the main thing the main thing. And here's why. Here's why it's important. If it is, and watch this now, if it is that you want to do, for example, me, right? I want to do pregnancy and I want to do weight loss. This is my thing. Keeping the main thing the main thing. So I'm doing pregnancy and I want to do weight loss. I'm going to say, hey, Researchers have shown that if you lose 50 pounds, you're most likely to become pregnant. Researchers have shown if you lose 50 pounds, if you're obese and you lose 50 pounds, you're more likely to become pregnant. For example, right? I'm saying weight loss and I'm saying pregnancy. I'm keeping the main thing the main thing. So everything else that I'm going to say, it has to be within the realms of what I'm promoting. Or if you're talking about supplement and good health, researchers have shown that if you eat well, take supplements, sleep good, you'll be able to become pregnant. I'm keeping the main thing the main thing. So you're not trying to use two heavyweights and clash them like this. It just doesn't work like that. Ask Mark Zuckerberg. He worked Facebook like it was the only thing on the face of the earth. Got Facebook where it was before he decided to do anything else. You think if Facebook wasn't the titan it was, they would have bought WhatsApp or they would have bought Instagram? No, because they were locked in focus on making Facebook the main thing, the main thing. You see, when you focus on making the main thing, and you scale your business to a massive level, to the point where it doesn't need you anymore, guess what will now happen? You can now diversify. And I know I'm not talking about hopping into another network marketing company because there's no way that will work. I'm talking about putting your income into other things that will give you more income. That's what I'm talking about. You can do other businesses that will give you more income. Keron, what are you talking about? Other businesses? Yeah, what is your traditional business dream? What traditional business you wanted to open? That restaurant? You wanted to open that pastry? What is it that you wanted to open? You can do that, but you have to keep the main thing first. Right? Make it happen for yourself right here, focusing on one niche, planning every day, doing your plan every day, reviewing your plan every week or every month, however you want to do it, right? Having faith in what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, relieving fear from your business and from your life overall to make it happen for yourself and for your family, right? And focus on a day-to-day basis on what you're doing. Find a niche, build your niche, learn about your niche, brand yourself with that niche, and keep the main thing the main thing. Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I want you to understand that this simple training may be simple, but once you implement it in your business on a day-to-day basis, there is absolutely no way that you won't be able to build a successful network marketing business. Absolutely no way. I promise you. I promise you. All right? So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to just go out there and make this a very productive week. Go out there and crush this week. Create your plan. Do your plan. Review your plan. All right? And I want you guys to truly, truly have the success that your heart desire. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you for being on here. That this call is officially over.